What is going on today, guys? We're back for another episode in Alpha 19. Now, overnight, as you guys can see, I did quite a bit more work on the base. I ended up doing a whole lot of mining, getting a bunch of cobblestone. I even started upgrading some more of the wood in here. Um, Another thing to note is I went ahead, I made a new wrench. I made a claw hammer also, and the reason for that was I was going to try and get the workbench made up to start this video, but we are one mechanical part short. So, yeah, unfortunately, just that close and ran out of time overnight. So, what we're going to do today is we're going to head over to the barn over there. But before we go do that, we do have one skill point here. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to take a point into living off the land because as you guys can see, you harvest 2 items from wild or planted crops, which is going to be huge. There should be some corn over there for us to harvest off, which will mean we'll be able to get double the amount of corn, and that's going to be fantastic. That's really going to be great. Not only that, but as you can also see, farm plots cost less to craft. One of the things I do want to start doing as soon as possible is I do want to start crafting the farm plots, and they're not necessarily terribly expensive, but any little bit you can reduce is gonna be huge. So yeah, that's the thought there anyway. I also made up a couple new stone tools because we also leveled up. Well, we leveled up 3 times overnight. So I ended up taking 1 point into strength and 1 into minor 69er. Now we're ready to go ahead and get another point into sexual tyrannosaurus. The reason for that is I'm getting just killed on stamina with iron pickaxe. It is absolutely terrible right now, and I'm hoping to get that remedied as soon as possible. But anyway, we need a couple more pieces of wood in here. This didn't quite finish up. I was waiting for my bacon and eggs. I also went and filled my jars overnight. Got a bunch of glue made up, some red tea. I was busy. I was very busy. Now, one thing I do want to say about last night in game, I saw no zombies. I saw no animals. The first night, got killed by the direwolf, and I killed, I don't know, maybe a dozen or so zombies. Now, tonight, didn't see a damn thing. So, it is so weird how much different this is than, like, playing on Darkness Falls. Because on Darkness Falls, nighttime would have hit, we probably would have had to kill, 10 or so zombies from running just around the area here. So, it's just, it's incredibly different. I was actually honestly hoping that we would get some zombies overnight because I was really trying to level up as much as possible. Only getting 3 levels overnight, I don't know. I just don't feel like that's enough, to be perfectly honest. I feel like that's a little bit less than I probably should be doing, but then again, who knows? I could be wrong. That could be actually pretty decent, but it's been quite a while since we played vanilla, so I don't know. I'm really not sure. But anyway, like I said, we're going to go ahead. We're going to head over to the farmhouse over here. Before we do that, go ahead and check this out here. And it does not work on the flowers, as you can see. But hopefully it'll work on like everything from, okay. Hitbox is a little bit weird when you're hitting stuff like that. But anyway, hopefully it will work on corn, mushrooms, stuff like that sort of thing. That's the hope anyway, because that's what it says. You can harvest 2 from wild or planted crops. Now, crops I would assume to be like your vegetables. I don't really see chrysanthemum as being a crop unless it's planted, and possibly something like a blueberry I would consider being there because I do tend to make a lot of blueberry pies. So anyway, let's test this out and see if it actually works or not. And we didn't take the point, did we? I'm an idiot. Okay, let's try this again one more time. Yeah, let's forget that even happened. Now, there we go. That's better. Hey, we're getting 2 from it. Yeah, it helps to put the damn point in there. So, good lord. Oh my god. Today is just one of those days. Yeah, it's just one of them days for sure. But anyway, let's go test it out, see if it works on the cotton. And cotton gives 2 there. Now let's actually go find the chrysanthemum and stuff like that and test it out now that we have the point in it. Oh man. Hello, thank you. So yeah, it does actually give you 2 from that as well. Now as you progress up in that skill, you will get farm plots to cost 50% less, which is going to be huge. But that comes at Fortitude 3, and then for Industrial Farmer, you get 3 items. So that's going to be a lot different from how it used to, for 2 reasons. One, it used to be you get 5 from Harvested at max level, and you would only get 1 from wild. So they basically split the difference, and you know, I'm not sure that I'm going to be that huge of a fan of the split there because obviously being somebody who likes to do the farming part of the game, that's gonna, that's gonna be a little bit harder as far as that goes, but at the same time, it's gonna be absolutely fantastic for uh for harvesting the wild crops and stuff like this. The only thing is we're going to have to be able to find mushrooms, potatoes, that sort of thing yet. So anyway, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and be looting this place today. So we're going to start out by killing this guy. What we're going to do is we're going to hit him once with the bow, and then we're going to knock him with the blunderbuss and kill him off. So let's get that extra damage in, and then just swap, and boom. Just like so. That way he doesn't hit us, and to be honest, I'm not sure exactly uh, how much health after that arrow he'd have, so just playing it safe. One more. Nope, there we go. Couple more hits actually. So we can go ahead and take out these gore piles with the axe. I'm not going to spend the time with the knife. The knife will probably get you significantly more resources. We're getting like 4 or 5 bones, so let's actually see what we would get with the knife. And okay, so yeah, it is a lot better with the knife. I hate that noise. It really sounds like somebody's just raking a knife across the whetstone. That's horrible. It's literally so bad. I don't like that at all. Although I do gotta say, I do like the new look of the knife. That is pretty neat. So I guess there's a little bit of a trade-off. But anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get all this lovely bit of stuff. The cobblestone is mostly what we need at the moment. We are going to need the cement a lot later on, but at the moment it's not quite as important. And we got some people coming to play, so gonna go ahead and get them killed off. There's only 2. Nothing's coming from the barn at the moment, so that new animation is a little bit goofy. Kind of trips me up sometimes. One more. Nope, one more. There we go. Now there is a bunch of new POIs, a bunch of new book sets, or actually I think there's 2 new book sets, or is there 3? I can't remember how many there actually is, but there's a couple new book sets in the game, and the one is for, well, let me actually just pull it up here so you guys can see it here. The Spear Hunter one. Now, spears are obviously my favorite of the melee weapon, but this is one really good book here. The Deadly Combo one. Hits with spears do an extra 10% damage, up to 30% if you hit in quick succession. That can be quite a bit of damage. Obviously right now, that's That's pretty big for us, being we only have an iron spear, not a steel spear. So that was something I really curious to take a look at. Uh, you get to craft steel spears by reading the one book, so that'll be fantastic. Although that could also be a bit problematic too, because of the fact that you got to get lucky enough to find the book as well. So I can see that being really good, and I can see that being really bad as well. So I guess we'll have to wait and see. While playing off camera, I did get myself one of the melee turrets. Oh my god, that thing is so goofy. It it's hilarious. I don't think it's necessarily too practical. It really doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's so cool. I mean, the thing basically has a robotic arm sticking out of it, and it just like punches the hell out of stuff. It's pretty slow, but it's cool. It's cool as hell. I like it. So, ooh, what did we get there? Sniper 6. Learn to craft AP762. Awesome. See if we can get both in one. Oh, kind of doing a little side step there. There we go. We got both with that one. So I think that's awesome that the blunderbuss can actually hit multiple targets like that. That's so cool. And blunderbuss ammo seems to be, well, basically all ammo now seems to be in pretty good supply. It's pretty easy to get. I hope they don't change that because, you know, I love to shoot. So for me, getting ammo is going to be fantastic. Let's see, yeah, let's go with the knife again. Just because we got a lot more bones, and bones are kind of a premium at the moment with making glue for duct tape and stuff like that. So I really wish we could get a machete. If we could get a machete, we probably could one hit those gore blocks, and that would be fantastic. So now I don't know if you can actually get tires out of these anymore. I've been hitting them as often as possible, basically. Is that up above? That is. Oh, he leaned up just as I went to throw, just trying to hit him in the top of the head. I don't think I would have hit him in the top of the head anyway. I'm pretty bad at throwing, but oh, we got another workbench schematic. That's pretty cool. But anyway, go ahead and harvest this up. We definitely need some more rock. God, we went through so much cobblestone overnight. Rocks, clay, wood, mostly rock and clay. But as you guys can see with the stamina here, we're getting absolutely murdered using this iron tool. So that's another reason why I decided to go ahead and make a wrench and a claw hammer as well before even considering to make the other iron tools, because we're just getting murdered by stamina cost right now. Even with, I was using the blackstrap coffee that we found, and I was still just getting mugged for stamina like crazy. So yeah, it was just, right now the stamina cost is just, it's just too much at the moment. Once we get another, probably, well, one more level in it should do us good enough to make it more useful. But at the same time, we're still gonna have a bit of a stamina deficit using them. So I don't know. I think one more level in Sexual Tyrannosaurus will do us pretty decent, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I guess I'm not 100% sure on that, to be honest. I'm hoping one more level will do the trick, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we're getting a little bit over encumbered. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run back to base real quick and do a quick drop off. Or you know what? Actually, let's just make a damn chest. Why am I going to run back there when we can make a chest? Just set a chest out here by the road. Lots more corn to harvest here. I know there's just tons of it. There's so much dead corn, but there's just absolutely tons of good usable corn yet. And don't worry, I will most definitely get to it. Most definitely. Probably off camera though. I won't make you guys sit through that. That'd just be, I don't know. I don't think that would be something you guys would want to sit there and watch me do, you know, punch thousands of, well, not thousands, hopefully 100 though. That'd be nice, 100 pieces of corn. Because that, if we punched 100 corn stalks, that would get us 200, which would be fantastic. Another thing, these toolboxes, good for mechanical parts. I mean, they're not great. You get a couple out of them, but hell, you know, a couple mechanical parts could mean the difference between you crafting your workbench or not. Yeah, because we were one shy after crafting that wrench. I thought we had everything we needed because I had 25 mechanical parts and the wrench took 6. I thought it was going to take 5. I don't know why I was thinking it was going to take 5, but I was thinking, oh, maybe it's because I was looking at the level 1 before. So that could have been it. And I know we haven't done much with candies yet. I keep forgetting to look at the damn vending machine at the trader. I want to kind of kick myself in the ass for that because been wanting to check out the candies for quite a while, and we'll just fall down. That's just fine. That's just fine too. See if we can hit him from up here. Nope. And then he falls down again. Come on. What are you doing, zombie? Where the f are you going? A little bit goofy they are, but anyway. Yeah, I've been meaning to check out the candies. I just keep forgetting to look at the vending machines and see about them. But another reason I'm going for the workbench so fast is we need transportation. With our quest kind of being a little bit goofy, we're not getting any sort of clear or fetch quests up here around Deersville. So we're going to need some transportation to get around because I'm assuming most of our questing is going to be in the burnt biome until we at least get to another trader. So I'm not too big of a fan on how the quests are working their way out right now with the new trader location. So that might need to be tweaked by them, or how they might just call it good enough and say it is what it is. I mean, who knows there, but hopefully they would change that, because like I said, do you really want to be, if the goal was to get the starting biome to be forest biome, the green biome, and you're sending the players all over for the quest, you know, most of our quests were either in the snow biome or down in the burnt biome, so I'm assuming they're going to want to change that a little bit. But anyway, got ourselves a little bit better boots there, so we'll probably scrap them. Got ourselves a nice little scope mod. That's awesome. A few more blunderbuss rounds there and some garbage padded gloves. So not too much there. Honestly, not what I was anticipating finding any of it, honestly. No, I wasn't expecting to find like anything out of our tiered loot, but I wasn't expecting to find that scope mod for sure. And the ammo count seemed to be a little bit low there, so oh well, is what it is. Not too big of a deal. But anyway, let's go and check out the house now. Ooh, gotta grab ourselves. Basically, I'm trying to hit all the bird's nests I can. Need eggs. Eggs are like a bit rough so far. Haven't noticed the trader selling them yet either. I was actually kind of hoping the trader would be selling eggs, just so we could go ahead and get a few, but sadly that is not the case. He was not nice enough to be selling any, so it is, again, it is what it is. It's not the end of the world. We get plenty of canned food for the most part. If you do your buried treasure quest, you generally tend to do okay as far as that goes. So grab this rock up quick and then head on into the house. These pallets of rocks are absolutely fantastic. I love finding these all over the place. Probably the next place we're gonna loot is going to be the in town at the want to call it? I guess I'll call it the construction site where they're basically doing the work on that open house where that big bear is in, or where it used to be, I should say. I don't know if that's still the case on here or not, but. Oh man, that was terrible. I was thinking he was gonna walk further out yet, and they're a little bit odd as far as they're like paving and stuff, so a little bit to get used to. I won't deny that. And plus, I'm terrible anyway, so me and the spear are not doing so well together so far. I've been missing a lot of my shots. Just thank God we haven't thrown the spear and lost it. Somebody on the stairs there, or what? What is that? I should go check that out. Make sure he's not breaking anything important here. He is. Hey. Seriously, I'm standing right next to him and he's just like... Alright, so anyway, back to what we were doing. Got a bunch of stuff here to pick up. There should be, yeah, there's a little bit of luggage right here. There's glass there, or something. Sometimes there's glass on them, things like that, so. We'll just get rid of them. Those aren't worth anything. I think what I'll do is I'll come back and get the resources. I won't make you guys sit through that. What is this here? You know, this looks almost like the weapon testing crate things that we'd find on like Darkness Falls. So that kind of tripped me up for a minute. I was like, ooh, hold on a minute. Are we gonna get like a super inventory load of... No, we're not. Where was that thing I saw that was breakable? Thought I saw like a wall tile that was breakable. Maybe I'm losing my mind too. Oh, here it is. Actually right by the stairs. I was gonna say I knew I'd seen it. Or at least I thought I did. And yeah, good. We need all the food we can get at the moment. So, oh, let's go for the double. Boom. I love that this thing has penetration like that. That's so awesome. Ooh, got some lead weights. Just give them a scrap. Hey, corn seed. Now, hold on a minute. Oh, that's level 2. So this just gives us the flowering plants. And this gives us the veggies and berries. I see. Okay, I had to take a quick look at that because wanted to make sure. Now, I'm not sure if we want to use that recipe or not. We are going to be going into that tree anyway for the corn seeds and the blueberries and stuff like that already. So, is it worth us using that? I don't know. Because if the answer is no, then we could sell that recipe, because that sells for what, like $100? $160. So, that's a tough one. Anyway, let's try to get ourselves one of them radiators right here. See if we get lucky. Denied. Okay. Now, we don't really need the cloth. We got Silence of the Lambs. Kill a Screamer, huh? That ought to be fun. I wonder if we gotta wrench these or not. Actually check. It could have been just bad luck too. Bad RNG as far as getting one. But we got it with the wrench, so I think we might just wrench them if we come across them then, just to make sure here. Go ahead and take this. Electrical parts, polymer. It's up to you if you guys need the parts or not. These are a great source of it. But anyway, let's just keep going here. Got all that stuff down in the basement we gotta go get yet. Like I said, I wasn't gonna do that on camera because I didn't wanna... Whoops. How did that hit the door? Can somebody explain to me how that hits the door? Hitboxes seem a little bit funky. There's a lot more, what do I want to call it? Clipping issues, where it's like the hitboxes are slightly off on the sides there, and well, as you guys could see there with the door, the hitbox was not where we were actually swinging. So, where's this dummy? Hey, dummy. There we go. Or she breaks anything important on us. That would not be nice. So, go ahead and get that. Nothing behind there. Now I know we could be getting all this cloth, but I think we got like 300 cloth almost. Maybe not quite that much, but I know we do have a decent amount. Maybe it's just a 250 stack. I can't remember, to be honest. Whatever. We'll take it. Never hurts to have extras. I mean, I'm kind of a hoarder anyway, so. The only problem is the inventory space. That's killing me from being my usual hoarding self. So. Trying to be as good of a hoarder as possible, but it's just hard with the inventory space. I wonder, does anybody know if they have the inventory mod out yet? I would love to have that for this, to be honest. That's one thing I do look forward to. Ooh, that's a hell of a boost there. Versus, oh yeah, the run speed. I don't think we need the run speed anymore. We're gonna be making a bike soon anyway, so. And why am I grabbing all this polymer? I really don't know. I'm so used to having to have a lot of it for the mods by now that it's just like second nature to grab it. I don't know if we're actually going to need that all or not, but just become like a creature of habit as far as that. But anyway, I'm going to go do a little bit of a drop off quick, and then we'll be back to hit the top half of the house. Alright, got our drop off done, and I also went ahead and took the time to harvest up the rest of the resources downstairs there. So, got all them done. I was hoping more of them were going to come down together here so I can get a double again, but it's alright, we'll take the singles. Ooh, right in the head. That actually stuck in her neck, too. Most of the time it ends up going through. Alright. Ooh, we got some bookshelves. What do we got? Tech Junkie Volume 4. Turn that robotic turret into a makeshift shotgun. Cool. Ooh, battery bank schematic. That's pretty cool. We'll take that. We already know the chassis schematic. Would have been nice if it would have been the accessories one, although there's no way in hell we would have been able to afford that right now anyway, so guess that doesn't make too much of a difference then. Would be awesome to be able to get that right now, but the problem we'd have is steel. Steel would be a little bit out of our ability to get at the moment. Just a Stumpy, come on Stumpy. Alright, go ahead and take this out. Bit of a backpack, and yeah, I hate the knuckle wraps. Good for getting a little bit of leather, but that's about it for me. So, what do we got? We got quite a bit of stuff actually. We didn't have any chest armor on yet? Really? Okay, I did not know that. Okay, same thing. Alright. We can scrap that. Weighted head. What should we put that in? Guess maybe in the pickaxe for now. I don't know. We'll have to see. It's about the only other thing that we could put it in, or the shovel, I guess. Don't need that. Don't need the hubcap either. Go ahead and get rid of them. And that's about it. This just takes you back out here. Sometimes there is a little piece of something. Yep, a little bit of ammo right there. So, ooh, better bow. We'll definitely take advantage of that. So, go ahead and pop our polymer string mod out. Is that a scrap? And give me that. Repair it up. Beautiful. Get our arrow back in it. And just, we can take a look from up here and look at all this corn. There's absolutely just tons of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fields of corn we got to go through and harvest. What can we make with corn? That's a good question. That is a good question. That's something we should actually take a look at quick. Go ahead and loot these up. Ooh. Full auto mode has an increased chance of ragdolling an enemy. That's a good one to have. Cool, glad I come back here to loot these. I actually had forgot about them until we were about to jump down and I happened to remember. Now, do we... Two of them? Beautiful. I had to make sure. I'm just kind of testing to make sure that everything is as it should be. So we do have a quest. What is the quest way over there? Oh, the Silence of the Lambs. I was about to say, what do we have way over there? But anyway, show you guys the loot that we got so far. So as you guys can see, this thing is completely full. We did get a bunch of pretty decent stuff out of it. The corn is going to be the big thing for us. We need to see what we can actually make with this. So what do we need for these? Rotten flesh? Yeah, no. Meat, potatoes, corn, animal fat, and water. That wouldn't be too bad. If it doesn't require eggs, we should be okay. Can of sham, potatoes, corn. Sham chowder might be alright to do. Lamb rations, corn. Yeah, that requires a bit more. Potatoes, corn, and mushrooms. Okay, so there's a couple good choices on here. I'm not sure what corn on the cob actually gives you back as far as like food source, as far as like food wise, how much it actually gives you in return. So might have to check that out as well. But looks like I said, looks like we got a couple good recipes. Meat stew wouldn't be horrible. Like I said, there's no eggs involved. So that should work out pretty good. We just got to find some potatoes and work on getting them planted. So we're going to need living off the land 2, which is going to require fortitude 3. So a couple points into that. What's that going to take? 1, 2, 3. 3 levels to get that. Maybe that's something we should go for as well. Okay, we got our last point here, so that can go into bicycle mechanic, because now we should... I say I thought I heard something. It is a roaming horde. Hey, don't be running away over there. Turn yourself around. Oh, had to get his attention. We want the XP. Give me that. Now, how come you can't pick up the spear right away? You guys notice that? Can't pick up the spear right away. Oh, we got the double there. Sometimes when you stick them and they die, you can't actually get the spear back right away, which ends up being a little bit of a problem sometimes. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Next episode, we're going to try and get ourselves a bicycle made. We're also going to work on getting the workbench done up as well. I'm going to grab a bunch of stuff from here. Basically going to go through and do my own sort of sort and figure out what I want to take with. Like for instance, we're not really going to need stuff like this, but maybe the honey, anything that's really important. We need the mechanical parts for sure. We need our cobblestone, our brass of course, because we love our brass. One potato I am going to take with because You know, if we can get into that, what is it called? Living off the land soon enough, we might need that potato for crafting. So anyway, like I said, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really do appreciate it. One thing I would like to know from you guys, if you wouldn't mind commenting down below, is if you guys find a problem with the audio throughout the video, if you could, leave me a time marker or like a timestamp in the comment section so I can figure out what exactly is going on. I'm still trying to figure out what the audio issue is. So any little bit of help like that would be most appreciated. So if you guys wouldn't mind doing that, like I said, it'd be very much appreciated. So thank you guys in advance if you do that. And thank you guys for bearing with me as far as the audio issue goes. I've been trying a whole bunch of different things. I thought maybe it was my headset conflicting with my microphone. I've been trying a whole bunch of stuff. So what I'm going to end up doing is if I can't narrow down what it is, I'm just going to try to get a new microphone. Because I'm really not sure. I've tried a whole bunch of things. So like I said, I appreciate you guys bearing with me through this. And thank you guys for trying to help me with it. Some of you guys have been commenting, you know, some suggestions to go through and stuff like that. So I really do appreciate that as well. But anyway, if you guys could leave me a little time marker in the comment section to let me know where the audio issue is, I'm going to try to figure out exactly what it is and narrow it down and hopefully get it fixed as soon as possible. It might just be my microphone. I'm really not sure. Like I said, I've tried two different microphones, two different microphone cords, and the one microphone was almost brand new, so I don't know. I'm not sure. It could be the microphone though. Weirder things have happened. But anyway, that's enough for this video. So thank you guys again so much for being here and bearing with me, and we'll catch you guys for the next video.